Hey there, Internet. Welcome back to Sweet Fuse at your side. And it's a real gun outside, so we're not the only ones in danger here. We're not the only ones in trouble. Our friends outside are risking their lives as well. Oh no, what do we do? Well, nothing. Because we're kind of locked in a room. With spikes coming down on our heads. It's not a good time, really. There's no way to communicate with the others. You're so full of hope and optimism. Even Shirabe's usually detached calm seemed to have been shaken. Outside, Mitarashi and Wakasa continued to examine the card and the pistol.
Mitarashi-san, これどう思う?
スペードの6とクローバーのキング。これはどこにあった？
机のティーカップに入ってた。ウサギもトランプを持ってたよね。
ああ、こいつが持ってるのはダイヤのキング。おい、他にもトランプがないか探してみようぜ。
Oh hey, Mitarashi being intelligent. That was not what you just said. You just made a throat noise. You did not say any sentence. No words were in that. That's just chuffing. After a few minutes of searching, they turned up several more cards. Oh, good.
出てきたカードはそれぞれスペードの6、クラブのキング、ハートのキング、スペードのクイーン、ハートのクイーン、そしてダイヤの8だな。
Okay, so the production value of this hostage takeover is a little high. Look at all these materials. They spread out all the cards they'd found on the table.
従えるってことは、もしかしてウサギの持ってるダイヤのキングよりも強いカードで何かするってことじゃない？
Okay, so that sounds reasonable.
きっとそれだ。ってでもよ、6とかクイーンならキングより弱いってのはすぐにわかるが、ウサギと同じキングが混じってやがるぜ。
No stuffing in pig's wiggle. No, it has stuff to do with the Alice in Wonderland book. Oh, goodness gracious.
僕もトランプにはあんまり詳しくないんだけど、確かマークにも強さがあるんじゃなかったっけ？
It's a red herring!
こんなことならポーカーでも真面目にやってりゃよかったな。
Has nothing to do with poker. Has everything to do with the Queen of Hearts.
トランプのマーク、スートでの強さは一般的にはスペード、ハート、ダイヤ、クラブの順番ですね。
Oh, thanks. That helps us not at all. I blinked. Whoa, you sure know a lot about cards. Well, he is a fortune teller.
いや、職業柄とでも言いますか。占いはタロットを用いるものが多いのですが、中にはトランプを使うものもあるんです。
I like your non-existent usage of French.
とすると、あの中でダイヤのキングに勝てるのはハートのキングだな。
Thank you for reiterating everything that we think. Right, if only we could tell them somehow. You seem to be thinking a lot about communication. Almost as if he'd heard me, I saw Wakasa leave the table and come running toward us. Suspicious. The ceiling was down much farther now, just above our heads. There wasn't much time left. Let's be cool. I pulled my eyes away from it and back to Wakasa. What should I do? Okay, so I was already here before my computer crashed yet again and did wonderful things to my life. So I'm gonna tell him to do his best, because telling him the answer, I bet Hogstein has a way around that. Let's tell him to do his best. Do your best! Yeah! I gave him the most cheerful smile I could manage, and he replied with a grin and a firm nod.
わかった。任せてよ。
Aww. Cute. Too brave. I guess he understood me.
やっこさん、なんだか昨日とは雰囲気が違うな。
Fairly certain.
彼の真摯な正義の心を感じる。
Cute. Real cute, guys. Let's focus on the puzzle. They were right. The terrified Wakasa we'd seen the day before was nowhere to be found. Let's just hope that's enough to get us out of this. Try to take a deep breath and relax. Unlikely to happen. Wakasa ran off, back to the table.
おい、どうだった？
Pretty gosh darn bad.
まだ大丈夫だけど急がないとまずい。そっちは何か分かったことあった？
お、正解のカードを入れる場所が分かったぜ。多分ここだ。
Super glad you're super observant right about now.
3月ウサギの口？
Okay, that's weird.
ああ、ちょうどカードが入る感じになってる。あとはどのカードが奴のカードより強いかってことだが。
That should be cake, shouldn't it?
分かるの？
わからねえ。
Good! Mitarashi grinned and picked up the King of Clubs and the King of Hearts.
ちょっとどうするつもり？
Yeah, what are you doing?
こっからはどっちかにかけるっきゃないってことだぜ。クラブかハート、2枚に1枚が正解だ。
Stop!
強運の持ち主が勝ち残る。これがギャンブルの基本だ。
No, 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 no. Thinking wins out in the puzzles of Hogstein.
みたらしさん、ギャンブル強いの？
強いならポーカーくらいはやってんだろうが。つまりはそういうことだ。
Meaning he lost every game. He gave Wakasa a knowing wink.
あいつらまさか本気で勘でなんとかしようとしているのか？
Yeah, Shido, we're all gonna die.
十中八九はそのまさかだろうよ。
Yay! They both shook their heads, but it wasn't like there was anything we could do. It's nice to be resigned to our fate. The King of Hearts! Pick the King of Hearts! No, don't do that. Pick the Queen of Hearts. Be smart about this. I thought about the King of Hearts as hard as I could, willing him to pick it. And then Saki turned out to be telepathic.
本当に大丈夫なのかな？
仕方ねえだろうが、答えわかんねえんだし。とにかく確率は5割。
No! At this point you have a 0% chance! Oh dear. He stared down at the two cards for several long seconds before finally holding one of them up.
俺はこいつにかけるぜ。
Great.
ハートのキング。
That's the victory music, but I know it's not right.
ああ、何かを選ぶときに大事なのはハートだろ。
Oh, for such a cheesy reason as that. Whatever. He grinned and tapped a thumb on his chest.
奴がバカなのが功を奏したな。
Okay, fine, Shido. Don't be amazed. Yes, except that he's wrong. I know these things because I'm fairly well in tune with literature.
一応下がっとけよ。
Yeah, good point. After Wakasa stepped away, Mitarashi carefully slid the card into the hare's mouth. Wait, does he know that the gun is real? I can't really see what's happening. I'd scarcely thought those words when. What?
なんだと？
That's what I said, except in English. Everyone's just shocked and making guttural sounds.
今のは銃声でしょうか？
Except for Urabe, who's absolutely composed right now. We all looked at each other, frightened. Mitarashi is so dead. Bad end. With a dull thud, Mitarashi collapsed like a puppet with its strings cut. Nice descriptor. Go die, Hogstein. Go die in a fire. No! He had the right answer! Saki, you need to learn a little bit from me. And learn to, receive my telepathic intuitions. Wakasa was shaking Mitarashi's body.
貴様！
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, except not really. He turned and yelled at the monitor. Oh wow, you are a jerk. Erg! The ceiling was getting really close. Urabe, the tallest of us, had to crouch down to avoid it.
バカな。ハートのキングで答えは合っていたはずなのに。
Wow, rude. The Queen of Hearts! We've been over this, in my head. My eyes widened. Oh, are we gonna get some intuition in here? Wait a minute, that means... Wow, 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 wow. I love this part. Explosive insight! What did Hogstein mean when he said, why do you think there are cards? Who can command the March Hare? Alice Cart would use Alice in Wonderland for the setting. Let's try that. So it's not that strange that there would be cards here. So who can control the March Hare? Apparently the King of Hearts was wrong. That leaves us with the Six of Spades, King of Clubs, Queen of Spades, the Queen of Hearts, I want that to be the answer, and the Eight of Diamonds, so it has to be one of those. But which one? I have finished. Circle, 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 think, think, think. Woo! It was the Queen of Hearts! Thank you. That's it! The most powerful person in the world of Alice in Wonderland is the Queen of Hearts. That's the card they need to give to the hare.
それだ。
Oh my gosh, Shirabe, why? I am surrounded by morons. Hogstein cheered. Thanks, Hogstein.
ウサギが持ってたカードの数字や数ともキングが複数枚あったのも全部引っ掛けだった。
Look, I was telepathically telling all of you this, but you just wouldn't listen. Yeah, well, we're basically gonna die. Unless... He let out a roar of laughter that shook the house. I looked over at the others and noticed that Shido was grinning, which is odd to do in the face of sudden death. Not sudden, but...
だ、そうだぞ。
Wait, what? Bushi is right. He was looking outside, but why? Who was he just talking to? Well, who else but our two faithful companions at the tea party? Whoa! Mitarashi is alive! He suddenly came back to life. That's exactly what happened, Saki. The pig wasn't the only person who was surprised. Everyone was too stunned to speak as Mitarashi leapt up, grabbed the Queen of Hearts, and shoved it into the hare's mouth. Yes! Adorable. Wakasa face is adorable. They cheered and high-fived one another. Oh! The ceiling!
動きが止まった。
Keep smiling, Naoshi. It had gotten pretty close, but wasn't moving anymore. We were safe. That's good and all, but what just happened? Oh yeah, just be smug about this. This was all your perfect plan and whatever. Explain to us little people. Although, we are going to have to hear that explanation next time, because I'm all out of time. So, until the next episode, thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you again soon.